Why are Rolex watches so expensive? Can you ever imagine the price tag of some Rolex watches? How about a whopping $17.8 million? It's true, Paul Newman's Rolex Daytona sold for that incredible amount back in October 2017. Rolex watches are some of the most expensive watches in the world. In fact, some of them are worth more than a house. But have you ever wondered why Rolex watches are so expensive? In this video, we'll explore the answer. Welcome to Watch Divine. If you're a fan of luxury watches, then you must know Rolex watches are synonymous with quality, precision, and luxury. But with prices that can range from tens of thousands of dollars to over $1 million. You may be wondering why Rolex watches are so expensive. Today, we're going to take a closer look at what goes into making a Rolex watch and why they're worth the high price tag. Did you know that Rolex watches were first made as tool watches? For people who needed to know the exact time for their jobs. But over time, Rolex has transformed into a luxury brand with a reputation for excellence. And it's not just about being luxurious, as Rolex places a high priority on creating new and improved products. The fact that a vintage Submariner is different from a brand new one shows that the company is committed to making improvements all the time. Rolex has also made a lot of progress in technology, which has made their watches even more useful and reliable. Did you know Rolex invented the waterproof watch, for example? As a result, the company has had to raise its prices accordingly. But it's a small price to pay for such exceptional quality. Liking this video so far? How about subscribing to our channel for more Rolex news and fun facts? To maintain their exclusivity and high pricing, Rolex has incorporated precious metals and gemstones into their watches. Interestingly, Rolex's Day-Date was one of the first watches to feature all precious metal versions, showing how the company has evolved over time. So the question is, when did Rolex start being associated with the high life? It's a bit of a tricky one to answer, my friend, because building a solid name and reputation takes time and effort. However, we can say that Rolex's serious entry into the luxury market began in the 1960s and continued into the 1980s. Advertising and creative technical development and design are two of the main things that have helped Rolex become known as a luxury brand. And let me tell you, Rolex is a master of both. In fact, it's arguably one of the most influential watch brands of all time. From the oyster case to the Gledlock clasp, the Datejust to the Day-Date, the perpetual rotor, and countless other inventions, Rolex has been a true innovator in the world of horology. Rolex's prices have gone up over the years because of these changes in technology. This has helped the company keep investing in research and development and move into a market segment where its products are harder to get. And let's not forget the feeling of exclusivity and success that comes with owning a Rolex. It's something that only a select few can experience, and that's part of what makes it so desirable. Rolex has worked hard to portray itself as successful and wealthy, and it has paid off. Owning a Rolex is now seen as a symbol of wealth and prestige, and many people aspire to own one someday. This is partly because Rolex has done such a good job of making itself stand out. And when that day finally arrives and someone becomes a Rolex owner, they join an exclusive group of people who can proudly say they own a Rolex watch. And as we all know, scarcity drives up value. Rolex went from being known for cheap tool watches to be a symbol of luxury and prestige because it has a long history of making high-quality watches. When your goods are top-notch, you can set your prices accordingly. And it's safe to say that Rolex has achieved its desired public persona. In fact, it's become so iconic that people often say Rolex is Rolex when referring to the brand. That is the Rolex way, a phrase the company itself coined, and it's what sets Rolex apart from all the other watch brands out there. But the luxury positioning is not the only reason for the high prices of Rolex. Crafting a Rolex watch is a remarkable feat that requires a great deal of time, effort, and resources. Rolex is proud of its own research and development team, which uses cutting-edge technology and tools to make watches that are both useful and beautiful. The Swiss luxury brand is always trying new things and investing in cutting-edge ways to make watches so they can stay at the top of the watch industry. Rolex's labs employ highly skilled scientists who are experts in oils and lubricants, ensuring that every component of the watch functions flawlessly. One of Rolex's most impressive technological achievements is the green sapphire crystal, which debuted in the 2007 redesign of the Rolex Milgauss. This scratch-resistant, fade-proof crystal with a subtle green hue is a testament to Rolex's commitment to Swiss craftsmanship. The process of creating the green sapphire crystal is so intricate that it takes several weeks to produce, but the result is worth the effort, as it provides exceptional readability, even in low light. Another notable invention for Rolex is the Oysterflex band, which features a black elastomer outer layer and titanium and nickel alloy blades for durability and structure. This unique combination of materials makes the band both robust and comfortable to wear. The Oysterflex band is a refreshing departure from the traditional stainless steel or precious metal straps, with a sporty yet refined look that appeals to men. To enhance the usability of the Oysterflex strap, Rolex developed the Glide Lock extension system, a registered trademark that allows the length of the strap to be adjusted by up to 20 millimeters without the need for any additional hardware. Several collections from Rolex, such as the Cosmograph Daytona, Yachtmaster, Skydweller, and Air King, feature this innovative and practical band. Did you know that Rolex is committed to using only the finest materials in its watches? Not only do they have a team of gemology experts, but they'd also hand-select and set precious stones into their timepieces. And when it comes to gold, Rolex uses only real, solid 18K gold in some of their most luxurious watches. Take the day-date ref 228239-0007, for example, made of white gold. It showcases Rolex's craftsmanship and attention to detail. With a comfortable 40mm case and a 70-hour power reserve, this watch is accurate to within +2 or 2 seconds per day. For frequent flyers, the Skydweller reference 326935-0005 is a perfect choice. It is made of Everose gold and has a 72-hour power reserve. It has a white dial with an annual calendar and a 24-hour indicator. It's one of Rolex's most expensive watches. And for those looking for a stylish sports watch, the Submariner date reference 126613LB0002, known as the Modern Blue Sea, is a standout. With a royal blue dial and a unidirectional blue bezel adorned with gold markings, this watch is made of oyster steel and yellow gold. There's something truly special about Rolex watches that go beyond just their luxurious appearance. You see, each and every watch is assembled by hand with incredible attention to detail. Sure, certain machinery is used in the manufacturing process, but only for the most basic tasks like filing and sorting. The more intricate work, like assembling the bracelets and watch movements, is all done in-house and by hand. And let me tell you, the dedication to craftsmanship doesn't stop there. After the making process is done, master watchmakers carefully check and recheck each piece to make sure it meets the high standards of the brand. This level of commitment is truly priceless. One way to tell just how reliable and precise Rolex watches are is through the certification process from the COSC, a non-profit organization that tests and verifies the precision of Swiss watches. And guess what? Almost all Rolex watches have been certified by the COSC, which shows how well made they are. While there are countless incredible mechanisms to choose from in the Rolex catalog, the Caliber 3235 stands out as a true masterpiece, with 201 parts and 14 patents. This automatic caliber is thought by many collectors to be one of the best in the world. The design of the Caliber 3235 was inspired by the famous Caliber 3135 movement. It has a 70-hour power reserve and a blue parachrom hairspring that makes it much more accurate and resistant to shocks. With a rating of -2 or +2 seconds per day and a frequency of 28,800 vibrations per hour, it shows how well Rolex makes things and how much they care about getting things right. You'll find this incredible mechanism in a range of models, including the Datejust, Yachtmaster, and Sea Dweller. So now you know why Rolex watches are so expensive. From the high-quality materials and craftsmanship to the brand's luxury positioning and innovation, Rolex has built a reputation that is hard to match. So what do you think now you know all this? Do you think Rolex is worth its high price tag? Let us know in the comments. Now make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on our latest videos.